Hello and welcome to the historic Monte Carlo, Monaco. It is week 3 of CLV Season 2. I'm your host, Game Mongoose. We have the Monaco master himself, Nomskar, putting in 4 tokens for Racing Auto Matessa after their big upgrade gain. The only team getting 2 upgrades, a speed and an acceleration this week. They are no longer the worst car on the grid. They are now the 5th best car on the grid. Congratulations to them and their recent progress. Other 4 token spenders today, we have Aria Carmona for SCR, and we have Fox from Flying Fox. Butter spending 3 tokens, Prolime and Not That Guy also spending 3 tokens. No token spent from Suas, UR Master, Corvid, F35, Happy, Amber, RNA, and Moscow Davis. And as we check out qualifying, it is once again interesting and legitimate to commentate on qualifying with our new fastest lap ticker and marker up on the top screen. We're looking at the Monaco master himself, Nomskar, weave his way through his first lap through the casino and the hairpins and the tunnel, the famous harbor chicane of Monaco. Here we go. Kato looking fast right now for POL. That's the Polish national team. Orlin, as we know, front runners so far with a fairly hefty lead. The fastest lap coming, however, from Butterlord for Pappy Pops right now in that orange livery with the green helmet. Pappy Pops with the best car still, just barely. A look at the stats here. We see that POL has climbed even with them in terms of speed upgrades, having 5 apiece. They're going to be dominating the grid even on their no point days. They'll be scoring points, you could assume, if there's not a lot of other contestants spending their tokens. Kato now with the fastest lap at 28.27. It is holding. Aria Carmona and Fox ahead of Butterlord now. Carmona in a fantastic position, just 0.2 seconds behind Kato. Can she set a faster time as they come across the finish line? Nothing moves Nomskar up to 5th, but that's how it will stay. The second laps were the fastest laps for the fastest drivers. Kato taking pole. That's his second pole of the season already in just 3 races for Polish NRT Orlin. Aria Carmona up on the front row with Kato. Excellent job for her and SCR. Fox and Butter 3rd and 4th. Nomskar and Not That Guy in 5th and 6th. On the 4th row will be Prolime 4 for BBB 4C spending 3 tokens, and Miku for Toad Racing System spending 1 Abver. 09 and Senior Pappy, the no token spenders for the fastest cars, still inside the top 10. That is a dominating performance from them. Celeste Lucier in F35, 11th and 12th. The other Toad is Toad Speed in 13th. Aaron the Andrian for Acer Audi Sport in 14th. UR2D Master for Racing Auto Matessa with no tokens spent. An excellent 15th, no longer the worst car on the grid. G4 and Vlad spending a token each on the Gall Motorsports vehicles, only in 16th and 17th. They will have to do better than that if they want to score points this season. Moscabrivas, Suacid, and Corvid rounding out your 20 drivers on the grid today. Let's get to Monaco. It's the Monte Carlo C-Prix. And we are lights out. Kato defending Carmona, looking outside. Fox now looking on the outside and defended successfully. Butterlord stays in the top 4. Nomskar defending Prolime as well as our top 6-7 drivers break out from the pack. And we are off and into single file. Carmona going inside of Kato for the pass. Still defended. Butterlord has a look as he's by Fox. It looks like Butterlord's going to get by Kato, and Not That Guy looking to get by Fox. Not That Guy hits the wall. Prolime draws even with Nomskar, and Kato is into the wall. Fox, Not That Guy, and Nomskar all get by Kato, already pushed down to 6th. The pole sitter down after just 1 lap of this race. Carmona leads. Butterlord Breaking away from the rest of the pack. Fox getting by Not That Guy. Namskar right on Not That Guy's tail. Prolime now by Kato as well. All the way down to 7th spot. He prevents it from happening though. Not That Guy and Namskar get tied up on the final turn. Namskar takes the slipstream and he's by the Hurricane Racing driver. They shuffle into single file finally. No, we've got another battle. Kato looking to get back into the mix by Not That Guy on the hairpin, but he slows down into the gravel bank on the corner, and Not That Guy will take it back. Aria Carmona leads her first good lead of the season. They have never scored a podium, SCR, the most points of any team in the league without a podium in its short history. They'll be looking to change that here. If Aria can hold on to it, they'll be in a great position. Fox now battling with Namskar for 3rd position. Namskar, the Monaco master, as we said, looking to make good with a full token spend. Not surprising. His virtual counterpart would be going for broke here too. It's about a little bit of pride in this race, I assume. Oh, big wall kick ends up worse for Carmona than it does for Butter, and Butter is back into the lead. Down at the back, we see Suasa, G4, and Corvid all battling for that not last position, you could say. Vlad and UR Master as well. G4 and Vlad with the token spent. Out of the points so far, there were 12 people spending points, I believe. So somebody will miss out. You can't please everyone when more than 10 drivers are spending points, and we have such good drivers, good cars in the mix with no tokens. Fox takes a pass on the first corner over Carmona, now into 2nd place. Flying Fox off to an amazing start this season with 2 podiums back to back. Fox and Moscow swapping 4 token spends. They now have the 2nd worst car in the grid after the upgrades. Proline 4 now in the slipstream of Namskar. Well clear of Not That Guy, and Kato down into 7th spot. Indeed, rough start for the POL driver. As we see the whole front 7 racing well ahead of the rest of the pack, as Miku takes a nice, or Toadspeed rather, takes a nice pass and bump into the wall. Celeste Lucier and Senior Pappy battling for that final point in 10th place. Are in the Andrew looking to get in the mix as well. Acer Audi Sport, a rough start to the race. Just, I mean, not in a horrible position considering they're qualifying, but just not being able to get that double speed working from last week. Very risky upgrade strategy being employed by Priya, the former Rich Energy Virtual Team. Proline now right on the back of Fox for 3rd place. Namskar has dropped down quite a bit actually, as Fox just squeaks into the pits there, almost gets caught. Butterlord into the pits as well, onto the hards. This will give Proline a momentary lead of the race. Butter back out in 3rd, so great pit stop for him already with a leg up on the rest of the competition. Fox down to 7th behind Aria, as they both have fresh tires as well. Suwasit onto the softs down in last. Our new pit indication, very helpful tool to notify when the drivers are in the pits, changing their delta times to the word pit. Beautiful technology, always advancing in the ultimate universe. Thank you to Lord Applemazing, the former POL driver, now in SLV, for all his efforts to make our league better and better every month. Proline 4 now defending Namskar. There's lap traffic in the way. Corvid sitting in 19th. Prolime's going to go wide around the outside. Namskar is taking a slipstream now, trying to go inside on the final turn, but his tires are very, very worn, as are Prolime's. Here comes Butter on the fresh hards, will blow by all of these lapped and competing drivers, and he's back in a 2nd already. And Proline just can't get that handling right. Butterloo should be able to put the pass on him, but we have clouds in the sky, so this could work out brilliantly for Proline. He should be pitting anytime soon. If he goes into the pits now, it will be disastrous. Those mediums are very worn, and he does. He is into the pits. It could be disastrous if it rains, but the sun comes back and he seems to be safe. Butterlord into the lead, and Nomskar fighting hard in second for Matessa. What an amazing turnaround this team has had already. Oh no! UR2D Masters hit the wall, and he's gone askew right before the hairpin. There is rain coming! There is rain coming! Here we go! So that is tragic for Proline, who's dropped down to 5th already, just on the fresh softs. Butterlord and Nomskar are going to be very happy at the end of his tire stint. He's going to hold on to a second place. Brilliant strategy from Nomskar, playing it perfectly, and look at this. He's just right behind Butterlord as the rain comes. Everybody's onto the wets. Kato back into 6th place above, not that guy, but Proline back down into 5th. Aria, Carmona holding on to that 3rd and final podium spot, but Fox right on her tail. The rain is going to slow, which means the track will not become saturated as quickly. However, it has already gotten to the point where wets are the best tire. Everyone is on them. Nobody gambled on the inters, obviously, because the rain started out hard. Nomskar right on the back of Butterlord. This is incredible to watch. We've got Nomskar putting the pressure on the best car on the grid, Matessa. Certainly not that, the 6th best car by average stats, if you want to measure it that way. Here comes Carmona looking to catch back up, but Mosca Brevis is holding her up, letting Fox maybe catch a little ground on her, but he's quite a ways back. Nomskar going to slide by F35, sitting in 14th position right now. Definitely keeping pace with Butter just less than half a second behind. Not that guy has been passed by Kato. The lap traffic proved to be difficult for him, but Butter has a big task ahead. It is the middle of the field here. Celeste Lucier in 13th place with another 5 drivers to go. This is letting Nomskar get right back into it, and oh my god, the cars are nearly right on top of each other, it seems. That might be a glitch that's already been fixed, I don't know. Nomskar into the back of Miku. Carmona now, past Butterlord as well. Look at this, Butterlord has really tough time in the lap traffic. That means Nomskar and Ari Carmona have now passed, and he's into 3rd place. Fox still in 4th, but Nomskar is your current leader of the Monte Carlo Monaco C-Prix. This is incredible. What a masterclass of passing through that lap traffic, and Carmona is charging hard. Butter is staying in the mix, no doubt, but Carmona really gave Nomskar a push there. The rain is going to let up. We'll have a few more laps, and then we'll be transitioning back onto the dry tires. We can only assume. We have a 3-way dogfight going on for the lead right now. Very interesting lines being taken almost seemingly through each other's cars. Butterlord hoping that Noms and Aria will battle even harder and slow them down, allowing them to get by, but it's just not happening. They're weaving seamlessly beyond amongst each other, almost just battling their own lines. Butterlord is able to put the pass on Nomskar. Finally, Aria Carmona looking to do the same, but a great fast sweeping corner by Nomskar keeps the lead for a momentarily. Butterlord is now pulling away as the other 2 drivers scrap each other. Aria Carmona got some space between her and Nomskar now, but Nomskar is still right there in the slipstream. It is a true dogfight. 3 drivers now down to 2. Fox has not put any, not closed any of the gap, sorry, as those drivers have battled quite cleanly, it seems. Down in 10th, we have our battle, or 9th place. Toad chases Senior Papi down for 8th, sorry, 11 seconds behind is Miku. So really big disparity there. It's a battle between Miku and Vlad, and probably the Andrian for that last and final spot and point right now in the driver's points. Aria Carmona still battling Nomskar. Now back behind in 3rd place again. Butterlord in great shape through the hairpins. Should be pitting this lap as the track will dry. There is a small chance that there's a sliver of water left by the time he gets to the pit. He would stay out, but I think it's too little. Yeah, into the pits safely and on time. Senior Papi is already on to the mediums, so good for him. And Toad getting the maximum driving out on those wet tires before changing onto softs. not that guy. Still stuck out for quite a while on those wets. Unfortunately, he might lose a little bit of time. Hoping to get, with a 3 token spend for HRT, a little bit more than 7th place as it stands. But sometimes those other drivers just have a better luck of the draw for the given day. Proline 4 now right behind Fox after the switch. And this is crucial points for BFZ. HRT's really down if you want to peek at the standings. Really down and fighting for everything they can get this year. 2 teams relegating, mind you, so they need to do their best to stay out of those bottom 2 positions. It's all about strategy right now. The cars are fairly close down near the bottom of the grid as far as ratings go. Nomskar now on the better tire has been given the chance to fight Butterlord for the lead. Looking inside, outside now, sweeping into the hairpin. Still right behind him, right beside him, looking outside. Toad speed is in the way. Will it be a factor? He takes the slipstream and through the harbor chicane completes the pass. Nomskar back into the lead. Here we go. Butterlord trying to keep in pursuit, but it's not going to be able to do it on the slower medium tires. So we'll see how long he can make them last and see what drivers choose for their last stint of the race. It will be coming up very soon. It should be softs. Fox may stay out on those hards for the entirety of the race, but it would be a very big stretch. 16 full laps on the hards, basically. Proline has dropped off the hunt, but that means Kato has been given the chance to get back in the mix for the top 5. Kato now with a chance for a top 5. Proline also on the mediums. 3 tokens spent by the BFZ driver. 2 tokens spent by the POL. Nomskar holding on to a relatively decent lead. Wants to put this lap traffic in between himself and Butterlord. Butterlord coming in and takes an easy pass, sweeping inside of the Andrian. So not much of a threat down in 16th place. Nomskar will have to do it the old-fashioned way. Butter boosts his way up and catches right back up to Nomskar, and the race is back on. The dogfight is back on. Corvid now in the way of Nomskar as Butter takes the slipstream. Nomskar's soft tires about half done. Butter puts a nice pass through the harbor chicane. Nomskar will take it back by the swimming pool. Here we go. Inside yet and restores the lead. Corvid edged out off to the side and no longer an issue in this battle. Butterlord, this is where he got the big boost the first time, and he does it again. Back into the lead is Butter, swapping positions twice in the same lap. Not an uncommon sight here, as Carmona is now fighting Corvid, not having as much luck. Back in third, nearly 2 seconds off now. Proline and Kato still fighting through the tunnel. Proline has distanced himself a little bit as Kato gets easily by Toad's speed. Not a problem. Senior Pappy is now putting a lap on the Andrian as well, sitting in 8th spot with no tokens spent. Going to be another bonus haul for Pappy Pops, taking everything they can get as they sit as one of the best cars on the grid. All these points coming to them as bonus points will be valuable later as they're trying to chase down the national team, Polish national team, Orlen. It's going to be a big job for anyone who wants to catch this team. Just crushing it so far with their conservative token spending and great finishes. Of course, the heartbreaking result last week in Brest City as Carmona now is right behind Butterlord. Now Scar peeled into the pits, of course. We've got Carmona very close to Butter for the lead. Pappy Pops was dragged into the pits on the very last lap by Mosca Brevis, who was sitting in 20th spot. It was again in 20th spot today. Losing the Brest City C-Prix and giving the race to Aber, who only spent 2 tokens. A 2-token win. Legendary performance on the car. And legendary standings so far. What a position they're in the early team standings. They have 58 points to Toad Racing's 35. it's a really good position to be in a lead like that. Nomskar now catching back up the grid. The rain is on the way. Inters going on all cars up until Carmona. Carmona has taken the wets. So this could be interesting. A gamble. Kato also taking the wets. And Prolime is on to the Inters. Okay, Nomskar is going to work his way by Fox back into third place. And the rain is going to disappear as quickly as it came. Not great news for Carmona. She's going to be losing a little bit of time to Butter, but I don't think it's going to be that detrimental. G4 really botched that turn as he goes right into the wall on the hairpin. Miku stayed out on the hards. Could have worked out to much more of his benefit. However, his hards are pretty much dead anyway, so he's going to have to go in soon. He is going to be able to secure his lead on 10th place, though, trying to grab that single point as we discussed before. Butterlord uses Celeste as a barrier through the harbor chicane and makes the pass. Carmona getting a little bit more caught up in that mess. But all in all, not a bad outcome. Butterlord takes a little shunt from Suicide as he leaves the pits. Little team gameplay there with the body check for SCR. Hoping to let Carmona get a little bit of a jump, but I think Butterlord is well clear of her. It looks like softs for everybody to the end for the last 6 laps of the race. Here we go. Not that guy again. Very, very late onto those softs. Miku does end up pitting anyway, so not a huge advantage for him off those worn hards, but here we go. We've got a sprint to the finish. It's a 5-lap race, and Butterlord has the advantage. Carmona weaving through. Mosca Brevis needs to get by. Mosca Brevis probably wanting to block SCR more so than PPR, because SCR currently would be a direct competitor of Flying Fox. Not expected to stay in 3rd place, but with 2 3rd places to start the season, they can't be complaining at all. Pappy Pop should be one of the favorites. Not a huge amount of tokens spent to start the season, conserving for later. So it's not really easy to tell where they sit in comparison to Team Orlan yet. We'll have to wait until about mid-season, make a better guess, and see how many tokens have been spent at that time. If there's been any separations in the upgrades. Carmona leads this race. An incredible sight. Just 4 laps to go. Getting by Butterlord. Kato fighting back up from 7th spot. Now a chance to pass Fox for 4th, and does so. Right there. He could be able to hold that position. Fox using the boost, but it is not enough. Not a very powerful boost on that car right now. So Kato will be defending 4th against Fox right now. Carmona needs to get by Corvid to keep the gap from Butter, and he can't get by him. There, he does get by. So now he's in pursuit of Aria Carmona for 2 more laps. Can the SCR hold off the much faster Pappy Pop's vehicle? SCR has never finished on the podium, we said at the start of this race. So they're going to get that. Will it be a win? Will their first podium be a win? We have 1 more lap to find out. Butterlord looks outside, can't find a gap. Carmona defends into the last turn, takes Butter on the inside, but blocks him out. Here we go. It is the last lap of the race in Monaco. The Andrian once again seemingly making a cameo appearance on everyone's lapping attempts this race. Takes it outside. Carmona gets caught up with the Andrian. Butterlord looks in outside, but has to go inside again. Carmona squeezes him off, and she's back into the lead. But Butterlord goes for the harbor chicane pass, and he does it. He's got it. The Nouvelle chicane takes the lead, but Carmona takes it right back, but hits the wall. Butter has the lead at the end of the race, and the slipstream for Carmona is not enough. Butterlord wins the Monaco C-Prix, and SCR takes their first ever podium. Nomskar in 3rd place. And Kato holds off Fox just at the end to take 4th. Prolime is going to finish in 6th and not that guy in 7th. And the huge gap back is going to put Senior Pappy in 8th. And Toad holding off his teammate Miku finishing in 10th. What an incredible result that was. Aria Carmona, as you saw in the top, the fastest lap held from the second lap of the race, a 28.37. Down at the bottom of the grid, we have Vlad 02, 04 just missing out on the points. One token spent was not enough for the Gall Motorsport vehicle. Celeste Lucier 12th, Abver 09 in 13th, just missing out on some free points for POL today. G4 in 14th, Andrian 15th, Corvid 16th, F35 down in 17th, and as they started, they shall finish near the bottom. Suacid, UR Master, and Mosca Brevis. A look at your standings. The driver standings as they sit. Abver 09, your current leader, still with 38 points, but moving up 12 positions with the win. It's Butterlord with 27 points into a tie for 4th place with Aria Carmona and her 2nd place finish. Namskar making big leaps as well, 12 positions up into 8th place for that Matessa podium. That means our team standings have Polish Orlan with a 70-point stand right now. They are 21 points up on Pappy Pops. Both teams were the first and a second, but a better overall performance so far from Orlan. However, they've spent a lot of their points already, almost half gone, and we are not even close to half through this season. Flying Fox incredibly holding up in 3rd place, just one up on Scuderia Carmona, one up on Toad Racing Systems. No one ever thought Flying Fox would be in this position, even this early. They're really doing a good job right now. Gall Motorsports fall to last place. Guys, we will see you all next week at the Circuit Paul Ricard.